We're live.
Testing, testing.
Hello, how's it going? Jordan Price podcast. Are you guys ready to some good conversations? I'm sitting here with a great buddy of mine, still alive. Let's just keep going what we talked about. So,
Yeah.
what was like the one thing that like wanted to keep doing podcasts? Because I knew at one point you just wanted to keep doing like just studio time, but what really made you want to go and just doing talk like podcasts and stuff?
Um, I mean, it's just another way to get my name out there too, mainly, and another way for people to get to know me, other than just what I put out there as music. Because I feel like sometimes, you'll see a video of an artist talking about something that he went through, and that's what actually draws you into him to for you to go listen to their music more than you just finding their music and you listening to it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So yeah, I mean, and then it's just just another piece of content I can put out there for people to see of me and stuff.
So like with me, like what was my main thing was honestly just I love talking to people and like kind of getting to know like their side of stories. So like I go around and I'm asking people all the time like, "Hey man, would you like to do a podcast?" I'm like, I've heard them, but I've never done one. And I'm like, you should probably do one because honestly, I know like whenever I was in church and stuff, like giving your testimony is one thing in church and around that community, but doing a testimony in front of everybody, nobody you know, you can relate to a lot more people, and a lot more of those people can relate to you. And it's really cool to see like just how powerful social media is. Social media is two things in my opinion. It's a maker or a breaker. Because you can go in and you can talk about everything you want to talk about and what you've been through. And then you can go on there and just be a complete fucking idiot and do dumb shit. And then you become famous because there's that many
Oh
idiots out
yeah,
there.
people that do dumb stuff online can become famous quicker than. I mean, look at like Boot Gang and stuff that became famous just for running in stores and stealing shit and running out yelling Boot Gang. You know what I mean? Like people go get famous doing dumb
I
shit all the
don't
time.
I don't I don't know who that is.
This is old. This was in like 2000, like early 2010s, 11, 12, 13,
I
14
guess
type shit. He used to like run into stores, tell people like, "Oh, let me try these shoes on and stuff," and then he would put them on, and then he would just
you
run out with
let
the
him
new
just
shit,
dip out.
run out on video, and he would post the videos online yelling "Boot Gang," you know what I mean? Like, and he got rich and famous for it. It's like positive stuff doesn't necessarily sell as much as negative stuff.
So like with you, you're doing a lot of studio time, just giving people a chance to at least go in and have a studio time and have a good,
Well,
stuff
yeah,
like
right
that.
now for Christmas, I'm doing like if you buy 1 hour, you get 2 hours for free for Christmas.
And what is your normal hour?
30 an hour.
30.
Yeah.
So 30 an hour, you get 2 hours for free. That's pretty good. If you
That's
come
just
in
for right
there and
now
you
around
just
Christmas. That'll only be until right now till Christmas and then probably like halfway through January type stuff. Like I'll
yeah,
keep going after Christmas for a while still, you know
well
what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah, yeah.
maybe to
But
the end
that's
of
cool,
January.
dude. That's really cool that you're doing that because there's a lot of people that I mean, there's so many talented musicians out there that they don't get that opportunity, and you never went around saying you're like the high class fucking audio
Oh
guy,
no.
studio
I'm still
time,
learning.
but it's something that like $35 for fucking what 3 hours, maybe
Yeah.
about four probably altogether, staying done.
And that's like, if you go, like, I've asked other studios and stuff just to be curious, like, hit them up online and stuff and seen how much they want to charge for studio time. And sometimes the mixing and mastering is included in the studio time, so that does vary the price, of course.
Right,
But
right.
there's some studios that just do recording time, like I do, and then have separate mixing and mastering prices, like I would, because I have an engineer that does all my mixing and mastering. So like, and they're charging like 200, 250 an hour just for recording time. That's not mixing and mastering. That's nothing. That's not you paying for your beat. That's not you got to go pay for an engineer still to mix and master it, and they want 250 an hour.
Yeah.
I understand if you're a super big studio that only huge artists come to, but if you're a smaller studio that smaller artists come to, and you're pushing away a lot of clientele that would come to you a lot by charging so much. That's why people, like, at one point I started trying to do 50 an hour because people said your prices were too cheap. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, I did the math one day. I'm like, if I can get people in here recording for 8 hours a day at $30 an hour, that's like fucking. I don't remember how much it was right now, but it's like 5 or 6 grand a month if you record 5 or 6 days a week.
Well,
You know
see,
what I
that's
mean?
the thing is like a lot of people are gonna come to you if you know, especially how you're like honest about it. Like, listen, like this, I'm just getting this off the roll, but you know, obviously you spent the money on all the equipment you have, and you have to do something in order to match the money that you spent.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with, you know, like, as long as you're honest about it. 'Cause I went to one guy and he was like, yeah, man, he's like, 25 bucks an hour, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay.
Was it even a real studio though?
No, it was fucking jank. It
Exactly.
was a jank ass
I got
shit.
more than I got more than 10 grand in that room. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, I know you do.
Well,
I've seen it.
not
Yeah.
counting my DJ equipment in the back. I'm
Yeah.
saying just stuff in the room and stuff like.
Yeah, but he was just,
I've seen that too, Phil. There's a dude. I know. I'm not gonna say no names.
everything was jank. Oh, I'll say fucking
No, I'm saying
names.
I'm not because he's from around here, and
Oh, this guy's not
I
from
still
around here.
respect the hustle, but he has a jank ass studio in like a closet, and this one dude that was going to him hit me up and was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna start coming to record at your place," because they were trying to charge him like 80 an hour, and it was literally the jankest studio ever. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
fuck
you're
that. No.
literally your studio's a dead.
I wouldn't go 80 an hour. You better fucking be on your A game.
And it's it for it being just a desk and a computer in your bedroom and the one mic setting up next to the clothes in the closet. Like, this is not a studio. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not paying 80 an hour to do this.
I told you I had a bedroom where you would not hear anything. And it's like, nah, dude. Like, you had a bedroom full of clothes. That's literally. I mean, you at least you got the shit. You got everything
Half
going.
of my house is this rest. Like, only half of my house is my house anymore.
No, I can. I mean, like,
From
literally,
here on, yeah, that
everything
way.
is soundproof. You have the soundproof foam and everything. But the one thing I like to say is, I love how you're just like I said. It also is you're honest about it. You're like, listen, like I've been doing. You know, I just started doing this.
I mean, I've been doing it for about 2 years altogether now, so I know a decent amount. Like, I'm not a newbie, but I'm also not an expert.
Yeah,
I haven't been doing this for
that's the one thing you need to let people
I
know.
haven't been doing this for 10 years, and I didn't go to engineering school or anything like that, or music school or anything. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm learning from other artists, other DJs, other engineers and producers, and other people involved in it. But you know what I mean? I'm not a newbie by any means, but I'm definitely not a professional. My
So
plan eventually is to get an in-house producer and engineer that's here all the time, so then I can just focus on the recording part of it. I have somebody making beats for artists that want to come here and record, I focus on the recording, and then I just
Right.
send that to the engineer
Right.
so he can finish it, and I don't have to worry about the first two parts. I just got to worry about the recording. You know what I mean?
Right. So you also have shirts and other merchandise
You
that
can
are
grab one of
available.
those real quick.
Huh?
You can grab one of them real quick.
Right. You want to grab one of them shirts off the wall?
Just hand me that gray one. Yeah. But I got other merch that we'll be making and shit. We got Huggies and stuff too for my DJ and studio stuff. You can have one of them too, though. By the way, bro.
Oh, thank you. Also, how about this? I will buy for next month for the New Year's to kick off the New Year's. If your studio getting better, I will go ahead and I will buy $50 worth of Huggies.
I'd have to make some more.
All right, then while I do, why don't I just give you $50, give you some shirts and some Huggies,
All right.
and I will pay them myself.
I got you, my boy. I
And then
appreciate it.
I will go ahead and I will just hand them out whenever I'm out
I
and
got you, my
about.
boy. Because the Huggies really were pretty cheap to make. They were only like really
They're thick.
yeah, I think I mean like Huggies are cheap though in general, so
Yeah, but no, not
you can't
like
charge
these. I
too
mean,
much
these
for
are
them.
really good. Like
Yeah.
these are
And these are the
like
ones
I have a huge collection of
these are
Huggies.
like for truly cans. The
Yeah,
girly cans and
yeah,
stuff, the
but they
smaller
can they'll
ones.
stretch out. Oh yeah,
They're for
these.
like the
Oh yeah,
smaller
these are.
cans, the
Yeah, those definitely
Trulies and stuff
truly.
like that. The girls be drinking.
Yeah,
You gotta have it for them all, man.
yeah. No, I totally dig that. So yeah, I'll give you $50.
Because really,
Do
I
that.
think I paid like $1.50 a piece to make the Huggies type shit. And I was pretty much just gonna be handing them out to people that come on the pod and shit. You know what I mean? As like a little gift for coming on the podcast and shit. Like here's a Huggy. You know what I mean?
Right. No. See, like whenever I started the podcast, I mean, like I never knew it was gonna be like. I didn't even honestly. I didn't even care if it was gonna be anything. Honestly, I did it because I just enjoyed. It was me and a really great friend of mine, R.I.P. Jeremy, aka Joker. Um, R.I.P. to that man. Like we just started doing it as fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it turned into something that I kept wanting to do and do and do, and then I kept switching it up to something that I kept wanting to do, and then now um you can follow me on YouTube, Jordan Price Podcast on YouTube. You can also follow me on all my social media. There's a link in my bio. I just spent what like $170. So for the first year, I'm gonna be getting everything blown out to like I don't know, it's like 175,000 different people.
Oh, you did an advertisement thing.
Yeah,
You paid for an advertisement through
yeah. I
new
spent
through
100.
YouTube.
I just spent 175 dollars, but it's not gonna go out until January 1st.
Yeah.
But I am extremely excited for it. Um, I also went on to a couple other sites that I never heard of, but I mean, right now, one video I just did, which was 2 weeks ago, I already have 25,000 likes on it
On what?
on just a random platform. I just told them to send it all over.
I got you. What platform is it?
So if I had my phone, I would be able. It's balls or fun or something. I don't know.
Some random platform. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I only use
It's
the main stuff.
overseas,
I only use the main stuff.
but I'm extremely excited because like it boosted my. So my first paycheck I got actually was $25 in a month.
That's what I made like on Facebook. I only started making money in December or November, but
I'm just excited for it. I didn't even do it to do money. I mean a lot of people are just liking the fact that I'm very straightforward.
Yeah.
I don't care about what anybody has to say.
I made my first $30 on Facebook.
Yeah, you can see the bump up. Yeah.
Well, I just got monetized.
So I don't care what anybody says, and I tell people this all the time. And whenever I get on new podcasts and new platforms, I tell people all the time, it's one thing and one thing only: is I will never lie about what I believe in. As in, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. He's the only reason why I'm alive. Also, I believe in the freedom of speech. And I believe in the God that gave me life. So, a lot of people really don't like that. You know how crazy that is? Like they don't like that. I mean, I remember whenever I was in school, whenever we used to say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning.
They still do?
They didn't for the longest time.
I mean, they still do around here at least. I don't know about in certain cities and shit, but in Teton and Effingham they do.
They did quit for a little bit.
Where? Effingham?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I was completely. I got suspended from school for trying to read my Bible at the lunch table.
Really?
And
that's crazy.
You know,
I feel like
my dad was a truck driver. He's over the road.
Bro, there has to be more to that story than you just reading a Bible at a table.
That was it.
That can't be true.
No, it was. 100%.
There has to be more to it.
No, it was. No, there's no.
That's insane.
There's nothing else.
That's insane.
I was literally sitting there in the middle table in the lunchroom in the basement of the junior high. And in the basement of junior high, I was in the middle table. So I didn't want to sit by anybody else.
Who kicked you out?
It was not that I got kicked out while I was reading. It was whenever I went to my next class. I went to my next class. And then I was sitting there, and then somebody came and said, "Hey, you need to come to the principal's office." I went to the principal's office, and the next thing I know, I was like, "Well, why am I, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything wrong." And then they're like, "You're reading your Bible." And I'm like,
that is insane.
I need to call.
I've never heard of some shit
I need to call my father.
Especially because you were in high school in like the fucking 90s, gang. I'm just kidding, not the 90s, but
Jesus
early 2000s.
Christ, I'm not that old.
Early 2000s. Early 2000s.
But no. So, like, I remember, like, Dad showed up and he's like, he's in trouble for what? What did he do? Like, did he punch,
he was reading his
punch
Bible.
somebody in the face? Did he,
he was punching Jesus in the face.
What happened? And they're like, he was reading his Bible, and they made a big deal about it. Which, that's not actually stupid to think about because of one thing. Whenever they made a big deal about doing the Pledge of Allegiance, there was a mother that...
Yeah, it's because they're supposed to...
She said she did not agree with it because it said, "In God we trust."
Because they're supposed to keep... It's just like... state and God and church is supposed to be different.
Yeah.
Like schools and churches are supposed to be separate.
It's supposed to be separate.
And I understand that a little bit. I do, to a point, because there's a lot of people that are going to go to that school that are not going to be Catholic.
Well, what does Catholic have to do with God?
Okay, but I'm saying If you're Islam, you know what I mean, then
I
I can
Ooh.
understand that to a point. It depends
Ooh.
on what city you're in. Like if it's
Okay, so Islam, I don't give a fuck about Islam. I mean, it, as long as it's in good terms to where it
oh
ain't gonna
yeah.
hurt people.
Well, that's the
But
none of
look
that.
what just happened.
We're not
Look,
gonna go into politics on
oh
this.
no, we are.
I'm not
Look
getting
what just happened, and fucking look what just happened in Australia.
That's a small,
This,
super small,
but this
small.
happened this year.
It's a super small, small portion of radicals, gang. It's not.
Exactly, but listen, I don't. But listen to this point. Listen to my point, and you can take it as you will.
No, I
But
understand.
listen, hang on, hear me out. I don't care if you don't care about my belief.
Yeah.
Same if I don't care if you believe with my belief.
Yeah.
I'm still friends with you.
No, yeah.
And I'm still friends with him. And I'm still friends with her. And I'm still friends with them. It has nothing to do about that. The only thing it has to do is knowing that one thing and one thing only. We are in a problem with not God based things.
Yeah.
It's strictly people. People are making themselves bigger than what they actually are.
I mean, that's on both sides.
Exactly.
There's
See, that's why I said people,
there's
not a
preachers,
person.
there's Catholic preachers that fly around in private jets and live in $1 million mansions that are
And
making.
that's why, if you've heard me say
No,
on
yeah,
my
yeah,
podcast,
no.
I tell them, you are the fucking problem.
There's
Why
it's
do
on
you
both
think
sides,
people
yeah.
don't want to trust in what you have to
And
say?
I say I would have voted for Trump, but I even say it on the right side of things, where like it's a small portion of people on the right that are radical that give everybody on the right a bad name. And that's why I said it's a super small portion of radicals in Islam that are doing all that bad stuff over in the Middle East. 90% of Muslims are good people. And they just want better for their kids. That's why I said 90%, 95% of the people on the right are good. And then there's that 5% of same with the left. I even agree with that on the left. I'm not as much. I would say 70% of the people on the left are rational. The rest of them are radical, but it's a bigger proportion. The left is crazy as hell. But
See, I agree with some of what you said, but the only thing that I do not agree with is there shouldn't be we need to have a common ground.
Yeah.
I think in all reality we're stuck in the same boat as when Jesus said, "Do you trust me?" Why would you not, and I repeat this again, why would you not? So it kind of comes into play whenever it says that, like, women don't have the right to vote. They don't have the right to do this. They don't have the right to do that. And I said, they've always had the right to do that. The first people in biblical times was the women. They were the only people to sit there to deal with that. Whenever Jesus was dying, or when Jesus was dead, he only people that went there to check on him were women. But what I love is the fact that no matter what we, especially with me and you and a bunch of other friends, no matter what we come across, we all agree on one thing. We are brothers. We've barely known each other.
I mean, we've known each other for over 10 years.
I call everybody brother. I call everybody sister.
I mean, we've known each other for a decade.
I know. But like, I love when people give me crap about it because I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? Hey, what's up, sister? And they're like,
well, that's just
I don't even know you like that. And I'm like, okay, well,
that's
I
why
love you anyways.
I say there's a difference between a really close homie and an acquaintance. I got a lot of acquaintances. I only got a handful of close homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I love the fact of that I have people in my life that literally will just sit there and be there. Like, I don't give a fuck about anything else besides the fact that I have somebody that says, hey, brother, like, I get a lot of shit talk about calling everybody brother and sister, and they're like, well, do you know what they did? Do you know what they've done? Do you know what they've been through? And I'm like, why does it matter? I am not God.
I don't see why that would
I
matter.
cannot question what they did in their life. I could think in my flesh life. I could think in my flesh life where I could say, okay, maybe that's a problem. But I'm not God. Only God can condemn. You have no right to condemn those people. Men, women, doesn't matter. Just because you don't agree with them, but if you wish death on another person, you are no better than what they did for that person they killed.
Sometimes an eye for an eye, though, is needed.
That's a time where I think we'll figure out where that comes. But
No, I'm just saying.
I can't hate.
No, I'm saying.
I can't hate on people.
No, not that. I'm saying in life. I'm saying sometimes when push comes to shove, an eye for an eye is the only way to settle a situation. Plain and simple. And if it came to that and I had to do it, I would sleep at night knowing that I had to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I'm not a perfect human. I'm far from
nobody
perfect.
is. Nobody is. I love the fact that I can still.
I'm honest about it.
Yeah. I love the fact that I can still move around and understand that I'm not a perfect human being. But if there's one thing I am, I'm a believer. Nobody can stop. I have people all the time. Why do you believe in God? 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 And I hear that all the time, and I'm like, why don't you? Because this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me, and I'm like, they're gonna blame everything that happened to you for God. Well, if God was so great, why would He not stop it? Well, I'll give you that explanation. Free will.
No, I feel you.
Jesus died on Calvary for what reason?
I was about to
nothing?
say something, but then I got focused on Roll and I forgot about it.
Yeah, but go and finish.
No, I can't remember.
We're going to get him now.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I necessarily like. Do I believe in a God of some sort and a higher power and an evil power? Yes. Do I know which religion I necessarily believe in? No.
That's why I don't believe in a religion. I believe in God.
But if you're reading the Bible, then you believe in Christianity.
I believe in Jesus Christ.
And that's Christianity.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
So I don't know if Trevor's gonna bring me a Bible. He said last night on the podcast, he asked me if he goes, if I brought you a Bible, would you read some of it? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me try. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't read about. I grew up in a Catholic like household. We went to fucking church,
Thinking about Jesus.
but I ain't been to church since I was
It's
like
one
12,
thing.
probably 12, 13 years old.
Believing in Jesus is one thing. That he died in Calvary. You know he is. You know who he will always be. You can't stop God. So all this other stuff is okay. Yeah, alright, good. Bring it. Bring it in. Bring that. But listening and understanding and having the tools to put yourself in that situation, you will never actually go through because there's one thing that you're missing. You're looking at all these other things that could happen.
His eyes are closed.
But no,
I know. I'm
that's how I
sorry.
pray. The one thing you're thinking about that could happen.
Oh, I didn't realize he was praying. I'm sorry.
There's one thing you're missing. Look at this. The people that want all this to be away, eradicated, is one thing that you're missing. Is Jesus died. Calvary died. Mountain died. He went. A lot of people I've said in multiple podcasts where they say, well, I can't do this because I haven't done it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not what we're asking. We're at, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe that God sent his one and only Son to die on Calvary in order for you to understand your sin? Where you can keep going. Okay, boom, he did that. Now, here's the last part. Last part, sin. In the last thing. Why forgive me whenever you cannot forgive the people on the cross beside me? I look up in the heavens, I witness you, and I witness my travels, but yet here I am. If they know me, they know my Father. Amen. All it is, nothing else. Nothing else will ever stop the fact of one thing. Jesus saves. Jesus will always be the King, the one, the mega.
We can end it right here. You're good. You want to get up and press the end on that? Just press the red button in the middle.
Right there, right there.
Hopefully,
Thank you, brother.
yeah. Hopefully it did